What up guys, Dan Does Games back at GCDC Global, and today let's take a closer look at Lyre and Lire. But first, a quick apology to you all. Originally, I planned to post this video maybe 2 days after the update, and everyone has probably already made their pulls. But I got really sick, didn't eat, and was bedridden for 3 days, and it took a few more for me to finally get back to normal. But sad excuses aside, I promised you guys this video, so let's do it. Let's start off with Lyre, Elven Archer, one of the original Grand Chasers. Taking a look at her attacks, her second skill is an AoE that leaves arrows on the ground and greatly slows units, and wears off slowly for 8 seconds. Her first skill is a line attack that shoots penetrating arrows, as well as the arrows left in the ground from her second skill move towards the targeted location of her first skill. Her ultimate is an arrow attack that deals massive damage. The main strength of Lyre is going to be her passive. Her basic attack and skills leave stacks of Inadrill Soul that once they accumulate to 5 stacks will explode for up to 12% of the enemy's max HP, and Lyre will fire 2 arrows per shot for 5 seconds. That percent is of course based on Lyre's battle power. Moving on to her build. For Lyre, it's going to be the general archer build, green set, Vows of Violence for equipment, 2 attack speed and 1 crit chance for accessories, and for traits 5 attack speed and 5 crit chance. Can you use her in PvE? Yeah, sure. There's definitely better choices though. Can you use her for Dimensional Boss and Guild Boss? Absolutely. She's going to be a top pick for a long time. Can you use her in PvP? I wouldn't. Honestly, I'm surprised at the number of PvP teams I've seen with her since her release. I think people are maybe just trying to flex with her. Verdict, she is a good character, might be worth getting one for those high-ranking bosses, but she isn't absolutely necessary to have. Now let's move on to Lire. Her first skill summons Jeeves, a tank-like unit for 30 seconds. While he is out, her first skill is replaced with a charge attack for Jeeves that costs 0 SP and has a 3-second cooldown. Her second skill summons Haunt, an AoE DPS unit for the 30 seconds. Haunt deals damage every second to enemies around it and reduces their health recovery. It is possible to summon up to 3 Haunts simultaneously, and this is where her damage starts to show. Her ultimate is a large enemy gathering attack that explodes for just okay damage. Lire also has a crazy passive ability. While both summons are out, Lire's basic attack adds an additional explosion around the target, and then for every basic attack, 2% of her HP is recovered, skill cooldowns are reduced by 1 second, attack damage increases by 2% up to 50%, and her summons are buffed as well. At the start of the level, she may seem a bit underwhelming, but once her summons and stack starts building up, you will see her damage climbing rapidly. Let's move on to her build. She also will use the green set Vows of Violence, as well as 2 attack speed and 1 crit chance accessories. For traits, 5 points will be spent in attack speed, with the remaining 5 either going into crit chance or skill damage. Personally, I go for crit chance since it applies to everything. She is a very skill heavy character, so skill damage is a great choice as well. Can you use her in PvE? Yes. Hello auto skill to all of story mode. Can you use her in Dimensional Boss and Guild Boss? Yes. Once her momentum gets going, she puts up crazy high damage, and she is one of the top damagers in that field. Can you use her for PvP? Maybe. There are a couple hurdles in her way. First off, like all mages, she's squishy. To use her in PvP, she'll need to be backed by tanks and maybe healers to even live long enough to start dealing any real damage, especially since she needs to build her buffs. Secondly, buff removers like Lyre are going to be keeping her from going full power. And lastly, Captain Boar is a hard counter to her. I mentioned before that his shield throw silences, but it also dispels summoned creatures. Since Lire's skills is only summon creatures, Boar will pretty much have to be banned every time if you're going to use Lyre in your offense. And if you're going to use Lyre in defense, someone just needs to bring Boar and they can counter all her skills. So maybe consider putting her in your hidden slot. So what's the verdict? Still 100% go for Lyre. I know I'll be max awakening her when her special summon comes around. You don't have to, but getting one, absolutely necessary. And that covers our 2 new heroes in Grand Chase. Lyre is a bit niche, but Lyre, you're going to use her in a lot of things. Now, for the second half of this video, I do want to talk about a few things, but they aren't going to be Grand Chase related. So if you don't care about that, feel free to click. Don't worry, my feelings aren't hurt. First off, I want to say 400 subscribers? Before I got sick, I was at like 80 something subscribers, and then I couldn't even get out of bed to go to my chair and look at YouTube, and then all of a sudden when I get better and I come back, I see I have over 4 times the amount of subscribers I used to have. That just, it blew my mind. Originally I was going to do something when I hit 100, it was going to be like 100 pulls for 100 subscribers, but now that's so that's so far gone. We gotta do something bigger. I'm not gonna do 400 pulls though, so I'm not that. I don't have those deep pockets. Secondly, I appreciate all the comments you guys write. I am reading all of them. I do want to see what your guys' opinion is. I mean, obviously, this is media created for you. Like, if there's something you don't like, I'm going to fix that. If there's something you like, we're going to do that more. So definitely let me know. I am going to try to read all of them if I can. And then lastly, I just want to talk about this channel direction. So I decided that I do need to make a schedule for this channel, and I'm going to be posting videos every Tuesday, or at least try to post every Tuesday. Having a schedule is going to help me make sure that I can keep making videos consistently. It is a bit hard with my work schedule, but we're going to try to keep up as best as I can. Other than that, yeah, I just want to say, again, thanks for the support. 2018, I decided I want to become a YouTuber, and it's been a long journey trying. This is actually, Dan Does Games is actually maybe channel number 7, I think. I've gone through a lot of different channels. But this is the first one that even broke 20 subscribers. So after putting this amount of work into it, you can't imagine, or maybe you can't imagine how happy this genuinely makes me. So again, thank you guys. All right, sappy stuff out of here. If you guys dig it, throw me a like, subscribe, you know what to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.